Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, April 2nd. Rain is about to move into the Philadelphia metropolitan region. It looks like it'll arrive by mid-morning and continue well into the afternoon. That rain will probably also reach the New York City region, but stay north of the D.C. metropolitan region. A frontal system is slowly working its way through the area, and then it stalls just to the south of the Mid-Atlantic I-95 corridor later in the week, and the threat for rain will continue on Thursday and Friday. But right now, the weekend is looking pretty decent. There may be some clouds and maybe a lingering shower or two in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region early on Saturday, but then clearing skies should set in, and Sunday looks quite nice throughout the Mid-Atlantic region before yet another system brings potentially more significant rainfall to the Mid-Atlantic region Monday and Monday night. Well, let's take a look at the latest radar loop from the NOAA website. And here we have a band of showers moving right across southern Pennsylvania towards the Philadelphia metropolitan region. Indeed, it'll arrive shortly here in the Philly metro region. Again, for the most part, staying to the north of the D.C. area, the far northern suburbs across extreme northern Maryland. There will be some rain, and it looks like some of the rain will make it as far north as New York City, but really the heaviest rainfall in the I-95 corridor between D.C. and New York looks like it'll be in the Philadelphia metropolitan region over the next few hours. Well, here's a current look at the surface map across the country, and here's that frontal system that we've been talking about. Again, an area of showers associated with it, now moving west to east across southern Pennsylvania, should arrive in Philadelphia shortly, and by midday in the New York City region, for the most part staying north of the D.C. metro region. This front then stalls out right in this region here in the Mid-Atlantic region later on tonight and tomorrow, and that will allow for a couple of waves of low pressure to ride along that frontal boundary zone, and indeed the threat for rain looks like it'll continue in the Mid-Atlantic region right through Friday night, and there will be a period of steadier rain probably Thursday night into Friday in much of the area. Friday will be quite a bit cooler as there will be some winds coming off the ocean. Now, it looks like at this point that another frontal system will sweep all of this out early in the weekend, and much of the weekend is looking pretty decent here in the Mid-Atlantic region before yet another system moves in for the Monday night time frame with some significant rainfall possible from that system. Well, let's take a look at the GFS surface map outlook for the next few days. We'll go in 12-hour increments, beginning with this afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, and continuing into early Saturday morning, 2 a.m. Saturday morning. This is from last night's zero-Z model run. And here's that area of moisture that is right now moving into the Philadelphia metropolitan region associated with the frontal passage. And again, most of this precipitation in the form of rain will stay to the north of the D.C. metro region. Far northern suburbs across northern Maryland can get some rain, but the heaviest rainfall over the next few hours will be in Philadelphia. New York City will get some shower activity during the midday and afternoon hours, but they're kind of on the northern edge of the heaviest area of precipitation. So again, several hours of rainfall headed into the Philadelphia metro region. Notice kind of a break in the action between this current activity and the next round of showers that looks like it'll move in later in the day on Thursday. In fact, let's jump ahead 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for late tonight, about 2 a.m. early Thursday morning. Notice a break in the action here in much of the I-95 corridor between D.C. and New York City, but the frontal system is setting up. It's stalling out just to the south of the district, and it looks like that will act as a conduit of moisture over the next couple of days. So we certainly have the threat for rain continuing later Thursday into Friday and Friday night. Let's jump ahead 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon Thursday. And here's that frontal system just stalls out and gets stuck stationary in the same general region right across the D.C. region. And you see this moisture just headed right along that frontal boundary zone, and it looks like there may be a break in the action from today's precipitation event. The break will occur later on tonight into the first part of Thursday, but then by later Thursday and especially tomorrow night, more rain is destined for the I-95 corridor. And here's the forecast map for early Friday morning, 2 a.m. Friday morning. A solid area of rainfall across Pennsylvania, New York City during the evening hours on Thursday into the overnight hours Thursday night into the early part of Friday. That tends to pull out, and then we deal with a cold frontal system later in the day on Friday into Friday night. In fact, let's jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for early Friday afternoon. That frontal system moving into the Ohio Valley, and it is a cold frontal system that'll finally sweep everything out of here during the early part of the weekend. But there will be more showers and maybe even some isolated thunderstorms associated with that cold frontal passage late in the day on Friday and Friday evening. Best chance for thunderstorms will be south of the Mason-Dixon line in the D.C. metro region. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for a very early Saturday, 2 a.m. Saturday morning. That frontal system finally works its way to near the East Coast. And again, there is the chance for some clouds and lingering showers early Saturday, but for the most part, the weekend is looking pretty decent as this front should finally sweep everything out of the Mid-Atlantic region on Saturday. Clearing skies, a clearing trend will take place Saturday afternoon, and at this point, Sunday looks quite nice before yet another system moves in with some potential significant rainfall Monday or Monday night time frame. So rain moves into Philadelphia very soon in the next hour or two and continues in the afternoon, also reaching the New York City region, but likely for the most part staying north of the District of Columbia. And then that threat for rain continues later Thursday night into Friday and Friday night before a decent weekend shapes up for the Mid-Atlantic. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.